Womanhood. Super, ain't it? You make a house a home, you're effortlessly beautiful, and manage tons of responsibility. Best part is, everyone knows you can do it. They don't even ask. They don't offer help. You just do it. Every day you get to use your superpowers to save the world. Isn't it great to have a cape? I'm over it. Women are the superheroes that save the world. We know it all, do it all, and be it all. But here, we just talk about it all. Welcome to the Surviving Superwoman Show, where we take the capes off and tell our truth.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Surviving Superwoman Show. I'm so happy to be here as always. It's your girl, Missy.
Hey, guys. It's your girl, Des.
What's up, y'all? It's DJ.
How y'all doing today?
Y'all funny, okay? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm laughing from before we even push play. Like, they're funny, everybody.
Because that was just sudden.
The
I was not ready.
Crew, like, everybody just silly.
Yeah,
like,
I think production getting used to us because we ain't getting no sound check, nothing.
Oh my God, I just realized we didn't get a sound check.
Period. Then they gonna be saying I'm loud. Scoot back, Missy. You know how they do. You know how they do. And oh my God. Anyway.
Shout out to every media.
Shout out to every media.
Like, oh my God, y'all are nuts. Okay, well, hey. What you say? I don't even know what you said.
I was just asking how y'all was doing, how y'all day going. Well, I guess we should just let DJ do her thing.
Okay.
We can get to the mental health check-in.
Yes.
So we're supposed to keep it at 3 words or less, but today has been a day. So let's see.
Do we get an extra word today?
We can do an extra word. I think we do extra word. So Missy, how you doing?
3.
I am sleepy. I guess I'm proud of myself today. I'm proud of myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sleepy and proud of myself. Yep, 4. That's a good 4.
Sleepy and proud of myself.
Okay.
Yep. We'll talk about it later. I'll tell you about it later. It's actually got something to do with the topic today. So
I can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Des. Where else was I going?
How are you? And
Right.
I was sitting there like, damn, she gonna come to me now.
You
I
wasn't
don't have
ready.
an answer yet.
Yep.
I still ain't. I got anxious, a blank spot, and nothing. So we can start with anxious.
Mm-hmm.
But I want other things because it's not like predominantly anxious, but I do have some anxiousness. I just gotta do
Anxiety.
some. Yes.
Because anxiousness is crazy.
No, I got anxiousness shit. I said what I said.
9 o'clock. So anxious head ass.
I said what I said. Okay.
Period. I apologize.
What Nene say?
These your 4 words, and I'm all.
All in,
I need to
all
shut
in
the
them.
fuck up.
Talking about
Mind
9
my
o'clock.
business.
Gone. You was what was you? And so proud of myself.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Oh, thought we was in trouble.
Me
y'all.
too.
Okay. Dang, anxiousness. Oh, anxious. I had to say the word to figure out where the hell we was at. So anxious.
Mhm.
I see my nails is one. Apparently ADD or AD. I can't stay focused. Anxious. A little excited. My birthday is coming up.
Ooh,
Yes,
what?
birthday.
I got like a week. Less than a week. 2
Yeah,
weeks. Something like that.
yeah,
It's coming
yeah.
up quick.
It's coming.
Don't know what the hell. I mean, well, I'm lying. I know what I'm doing, but it don't matter. So my birthday coming up. So excited. Tired, but not. I don't want to say tired. I feel like I'm always tired, but I am tired. Shit. And
This is a 60-word essay.
you only said a couple words, and she said 4. I'm on my 4th. And now she made me forget. I don't know what the 4th is, so I guess I'm gonna rock with these 3. But pretty much, It's summertime. Summertime changes it for me because this cancer season started yesterday.
Yep.
I'm just in a,
it's cancer season.
I still got all my regular Superwoman stuff going on that is pressing hard, but it is the summertime and it's cancer season, baby. It ain't much.
All right.
It's time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Here we go. Prepare yourselves.
Let's go.
Prepare yourselves. Here we go.
I'm still tired from Gemini season. I ain't gonna hold you.
Me too. But
Gemini
it's
season
all right.
was we did that.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Mm.
It was a lot.
Well,
DJ, how you doing?
So today was not a good day for me. So I am angry, resentful, I guess reflecting. I know I need to work on some shit.
That's good.
You know, me and my husband got into it bad.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to
I'm
say,
real
it's
mad.
given we need to be somebody else.
I'm real mad.
I guess we can't jump in with you and your husband, but
Dang.
I will let
because
y'all
I'm
know
like
when,
angry,
'cause
resentful. Who did it? The
Yeah.
fuck?
But I'm excited
Oh.
because I'm going on vacation.
Okay.
Going on vacation, I get a break.
Listen,
You
now I'm
know?
gonna let you know when a black woman say angry, resentful, and excited, I'm scared. Scared. I'm scared.
I'm
Listen,
going on
y'all.
vacation. I'm so excited.
We're gonna be in Cancun. Pull up.
I'm sending y'all with a white wrong.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
Great. It's gonna be fun. I cannot wait.
Anyway,
I love this for y'all.
Yay.
Anyways, okay.
can't break nobody. Can't break nobody.
All right, so thanks
She
for the mental
angry and
health.
happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for the mental health check-in, DJ. You know, we got that out the way. So now we're going to introduce the topic for today, which, Destiny, you're going to let the people know what we're talking about?
Yeah. Okay. So, honestly, in reflection to a lot of things we have going on in our personal lives, and something that is kind of something that the three of us relate to, because Jen couldn't make it today, is that we're all married. We're all in relationships. We all in long-term relationships. And you know, you hear a lot about how people are supposed to communicate in relationships and how decisions are supposed to be. Well, no, that decisions are supposed to be made. But you don't really talk about the how. Like, you know, like what skills do you actually use in your relationships to keep the decision making happening and the compromising happening and the compassion happening without the blow ups. You know? And I mean, obviously, because, you know, we've all came on here before and been like, we didn't got into it. F him, you know, because it be like that. But every day it's not like that. You know, we wouldn't be with our partners or in successful marriages if that wasn't the case.
Right.
And so I think it's a skill that should just be highlighted more on just how to deal with challenging conversations with your partner. So really like challenging, you know, like really challenging your partner. How do you challenge them? You know, when you're with somebody and you guys are on a journey together, there are some times that you need them to do things for the betterment of the both of you, but you both are constantly changing. And so what you need changes, or sometimes, you know, hey, we got a goal for this. You got to level up in this space. Yeah. And that's just what, and that, you know, your partner does that for you and you do that for your partner. But that's a very, very hard thing to do. And it's a very, very, very tight, like, line to walk.
Yeah, especially because everything is personal.
Yeah,
like it's not a business relationship where you could say, don't take this personally. Everything that's said is personal.
Absolutely.
Every facial expression, every mannerism, everything about the conversation is personal.
I tell my husband all the time, like he's like, you always being emotional. This is literally the relationship.
This is the most
that
emotional.
I am supposed to be the most emotional about. This is an emotional relationship. Like, we're not at work. We're not, you know, like, and I think sometimes we forget that and we all try to push our emotions down and we don't want to be honest and we don't want to be vulnerable and all these things. So just, you know, how do you communicate effectively? How do you challenge your partner? Like, how do you deal with those tough conversations to really, you know, sometimes give criticism? You know what I'm saying? Like, just how do you do that? So I thought it was important for us to talk about that. Because I think we don't even realize this is a skill or something that we practice. Do we practice it all the time? I know us, and I know we don't. And do we practice it perfectly? I know us, and I know we don't. But I do know it's a skill that we definitely have. And, you know me, I'm a cheers to life type of girl. So figure out. Let's highlight some of the stuff we're doing amazingly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We working a little bit. So
before we get too deep into the intro, we got to read the Cape Rights so we can remind everybody to be real. Okay.
Okay.
So, repeat after me, ladies. I'm not a superhero.
I'm not a superhero.
That sip was real convenient. Because
couldn't
please.
even swallow because the second I drunk it, I was like, why would I do that? Like, it was such a bad time.
I was about to drink it, then you just started moving so fast. I was like, oh shit.
I
what?
mean, that was such a bad. I don't know, y'all.
All right, y'all ready?
Okay.
Run it back. All right. Repeat after me, ladies. I'm not a superhero.
I'm not a superhero.
I'm taking my cape off.
I'm taking my cape off.
My only obligation is to tell my truth.
My only obligation is to tell my truth.
Yep. Okay. So we got through the Cape Rights. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about the superpowers and the kryptonite of challenging your partner.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Diz.
Well, DJ.
Mm.
Oh.
Not the hot potato.
Just
Pass it off.
What is your superpower when challenging your partner?
I think it's that I'm not scared to ask questions. Like if it doesn't make sense to me, whether I think it's a stupid question or not, I'm still ask because I need shit to make sense. If it don't make sense, it pisses me off. The smallest thing, and I gotta work on that. I know.
I was about to say,
I was thinking, I was like, oh shit.
But sometimes it come in handy because when I'm asking them little nuanced questions, it makes him think like, oh, I didn't think about that.
That superpower interrogating his ass.
Yeah.
I'm a super interrogator.
I'll be a good FBI
I'm gonna find
agent.
the fuck out.
I'll be a great FBI agent.
y'all are nuts. I'm not ready for this conversation today. I mean, no. That is a superpower.
No, it is. It is.
You're just crazy. And so you like, my superpower is getting to the motherfucking bottom.
Get to the
of
bottom
it, okay?
of it.
I'm gonna find out what is going on. I'm not mad at that. And I understand too, like, sometimes I'm in conversations with my husband, he be like, oh yeah, I ain't think about that. Yeah, because I don't think about most stuff.
No.
So I feel that.
Yeah.
See?
No shade. I love men. I love y'all. I'm married to one, but y'all don't
Details is not there.
Yeah. Baby.
Y'all don't be thinking about stuff.
It just be space in that bitch.
See?
It ain't nothing there but just space.
And I gotta fill in the gaps. I do it very well.
I'm not mad at that. Okay, superpower. Let me see, what's your superpower in relation to challenging your partner?
I think a good thing about me is that, like, I'm not a grudge holder. Like, I'm not the type to stay mad forever. And so I try to end conversations on a good note. So, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's just like we don't have to live in this space forever. We can talk about it. We can, do this, do that, but we don't have to, like, we ain't got to follow it by the silent treatment and follow it by pettiness and follow it by tit for tat. Just let this argument be this argument, and then, okay, let's get past it. Like, we ain't got to be fighting forever.
It is.
I mean, and it's a Gemini trait and a little ADHD. It just be like, I ain't about to be sitting here thinking about this for too long. Like, goddamn, it already took up half the day.
I love that. That's
it's like
beautiful. I absolutely love it. I'm, envious because I don't have that.
Exactly, because I don't.
But I'm serious. I love that. And it's vital.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's vital in successful marriages. Whether you have it or not, you have to practice it. Woo, child. I be struggling into practicing, but you do have to do it.
And the other side of that is that, I also have to feel acknowledged and I can't feel dismissed or ignored. You know what I'm saying? So, there has to be some work on his end to help me to be able to, like, move on from something.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not just rolling over.
Absolutely.
That's my kryptonite.
But okay. So, my superpower, is that I, without even trying to, will always try to see it
from an emotional perspective, like from your emotional perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to make sure emotional's on it because I don't see it from every perspective
Mm-hmm.
in your shoes, But I will try to think like, okay, maybe you feel attacked. Maybe you feel, well, maybe I would feel that way if that was said to me this way. Or I would feel, I try to figure out, especially, I mean, and specifically because we are married to men, but traditionally, a lot of men pride themselves on not telling or showing their emotions as much. And even though, that's something I actually think my husband does pretty well. He's not just really showing them. He's just doing a little better than, in my opinion, some other men, pretty much. But yeah, so I try to like dissect, which I guess could still be a bad thing too. But I try to dissect what I think, his emotions are showing, or what I think, or try to acknowledge.
So it's just emotional intelligence. It sounds right.
Like, look at me. Yeah.
Because I don't have that. I do not have that.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Get me together. Boom. Emotional intelligence is my superpower.
That's a real superpower.
It is.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. Thanks. It might be the therapist in me, but I just,
Definitely the therapist in you. For sure.
But I naturally do it. Like, I just be, And I mean, listen, okay? Don't get me wrong. When I'm in my moments, it's still not, I don't always use it for good. Like, you know what I mean? Or I don't care. I'm like, I realize you feel da-da-da-da. And don't get, So I still got to work on me, but that's definitely something that I do. So, okay, well, Missy, tell us your kryptonite because you was already on your way.
Yeah, but I would say my real kryptonite is that I guess I could come off very curt in like a challenging situation. Like it's just like very direct, matter of fact, and just curt as hell. Like, and that I think that's the lawyer in me. Like I just, like I'm gonna just say what I gotta say. I'm not gonna put no extra sauce, no extra nothing, but I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and that's it. Like, you know what I mean? And not to say I don't consider his feelings or something like that, but it's just like I'm not gonna not say how I feel. And I'm always coming from love. It's never to be cruel. But yeah, I can get real curt.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, you know how I get. It just be real like snappy. Like
it don't even be snappy. It just be very period. Like very end of sentence.
Yeah.
And you be like, okay.
yeah.
It don't even be snappy. It be very like bloop, 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 period. You like, oh, that's what they use a period for. I see. Like, I see now.
Because it's like, I don't need to use too many words. I communicate very effectively.
Think they period be doing something. It don't.
Sentences are complete.
Yeah. Very, very. She give us the verb, a noun.
Yep. Subject, predicate, period.
All that. So, DJ, what is your kryptonite?
I am petty. I am very petty. I can get very spiteful. Ooh. I'm the tit for tat, the one up. You do me, you do me bad. You go low, I go to hell every time. I definitely need to work on that.
Baby, every time.
Every Sagittarius. Because if my feelings are hurt, I'm not over it. It's up and stuff.
I'm not over it.
I'm not over it because now I'm still mad.
She didn't get no timeline. She did nothing. My feelings are hurt. I'm not over it.
Leave me alone until I feel like I'm all right. I got to get over it. And you got to leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, I was going to ask you a question. I can't.
Do you get over things quickly? Or?
I was going to say, how do you get over them? Like, what?
I don't. I'm going to walk around that bitch mad as fuck the whole week. Tit for tat. The whole week. I'm not cooking you shit. I'm not doing nothing like
you starve, bitch, because you hurt my feelings.
Because you hurt my feelings. Exactly. Yes.
How long it take? Like a week? Or like, how long you be not cooking?
Like this is misery. His feet is on the side of motherfucking wooden boards. I go a week
knocking them bitches like that movie Misery.
I'm going longer than that.
I can go longer than that.
I've gotten better,
but I can go a week.
I've gotten better.
I don't be cooking anyway.
Because the thing is, I don't even like to cook or do none of that shit. I will do everybody's laundry but his.
Did you? Wow.
Sure the fuck will. I will sort that shit out. move his shit to the side and do everybody's. Put it up and leave your shit right the fuck
give me
there.
some shit. I can't wait to see.
And I need all my baskets,
Next time
so
to
it's
be
on
petty.
the floor. I'm not even putting it in the basket. It's staying on the floor because I need my baskets.
I will
I
wash
need my
everybody's clothes
baskets.
but his.
I need my
Oh
basket.
my God.
I do. I
That's
don't. I
good.
don't
That
care.
ain't good.
Ooh,
Baby,
oh
in
my
the
God!
world of
Don't encourage
pettiness.
you. Supposed to be emotionally intelligent.
I
Don't
know.
encourage that.
Well, I mean, okay, so
I
we gonna get to my kryptonite.
You know, I do shit like take the charger off the car. Girl, I do some
I
petty
wouldn't
ass
enhance
shit.
everything. That's
Like,
all. I won't.
That is funny.
I'm always gonna encourage my
DJ,
friends to be their best.
Girl.
That gave me a good laugh, girl. Not
Imagine
everybody
every
like
time you get in your car, is no lighter in there. Every time. You thought you bought a new
Bro.
one. No. I
Oh,
took
y'all,
care
Give
of
me
myself.
that.
Y'all,
Give
them
me that.
people. You better stop. He gonna hide your earring
I've
bags. Just ignorant, like just.
Girl.
I've gotten better. I have been that petty.
I'm glad he don't. Do he listen to the show? I'm glad he don't listen. Elijah don't listen either. He be trying to act.
One
like-
of these days they gonna tune in. They gonna be like, "What was all that shit you was talking?"
No, so
I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And
no, you know
it's
Elijah
all for
did that
mental
to me.
health.
did it.
No, you know he did that to me. He talking about the last episode I listened to was the sex episode, and what was you saying? I was like,
You be sucking dick.
I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I was like,
you did teach
I was
me a
like,
trick
Okay,
that day.
whatever.
do not recall.
I did.
And I used it too.
Oh, I don't even remember what it was,
Oh.
but it's okay. Back to the challenges. My kryptonite. So my kryptonite, I guess is the overuse of the emotional intelligence, and I'm putting quotation marks on purpose on myself because maybe I use it for bad. I don't know, but it's just
Not
like,
you, the villain.
I'm just very like, okay, let's communicate it out. Boom, boom, boom. Like this is what happened, but it's like
You weaponize emotions?
a little bit,
Okay.
a little like because I think I demand direct emotional communication. If I know you're not gonna do that, I don't care. Like
She on your ass.
I'm just gonna pick with you until you do it.
Oh my
like,
goodness.
it's so bad. Like if I
Ooh.
know this triggers you, okay, well then let's trigger until you decide
Till
to
you
show
spill
up.
out.
Yes, because then maybe we can have a conversation, and that's so bad. I know. Listen.
Yeesh.
It's so bad. It really is. But like, come on.
I
You
know how to
ready?
boop, boop,
You got
boop,
it?
boop, boop, boop,
Come
boop,
on
boop.
out. Keep going. Now we can have a conversation. You feel good. Like, get it on out. Now we can get you the vulnerability. And I know
This
that's wrong.
sounds like aggressive therapy. or
It's
something.
horrible. I know. I haven't done it in a really long time, but that's something I have caught myself doing. Like, like I'll be in the middle of it, like, whoa, like, wait a minute, like, check
This
yourself.
some tea.
Yeah, I know.
She ain't washing his laundry. You weaponizing emotions.
I really just, I'm just going, let's go. Because after you mad, then you.
Yeah,
we can
no,
get
I
it.
get it because
It ain't
I'm
right.
a motherfucker too.
It ain't
You know,
right,
I'm
though.
just saying. It's just
It ain't
like we get into the nitty gritty and we ain't even got to the questions
It
yet.
ain't right.
I love it.
It ain't right. But
Okay.
anyway, but yeah, thank you for telling me your superpowers again tonight.
Okay. So as always, we always go deeper into the discussion. So we have some questions surrounding the topic of challenging your partner. And the first question is pretty much like, give us a little background on your relationship. Tell us about your partner, like kind of who they are, especially in like conflict, like what your relationship is like in general. Give us some basis. This.
Oh, I'm like, you talking to me?
I'm like, I guess I ain't say no names.
Okay, so me and my husband will be married in October for 7 years.
Mhm.
But we've been together. I don't really know how many years. Let me think real quick. Shit. What's this? 24?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
15? Is it 15? 2009? No, 2009. January 2009.
Yeah.
I believe.
15 years.
I don't even know if 2009 is right. But yeah, about so we had our on and off period, earlier back in the those days, but pretty much been together 2009 pretty much. So known him for a very, very long time. We met at 19 years old. Like we definitely were children. And so now to be 35.
That's crazy.
my
That's so long to
God.
be with, to know somebody
That's
like
Yeah,
that.
big dog.
That's crazy.
And so maybe that's also why Like I know what I know how to.
Girl,
I know my partner very, 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 very well, and he knows me very, 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 very well. At the same time, some days we wake up and it's like I don't know you at all because. Well, I don't even know if it's time to get into all of that yet, but it's just like being in such a long-term relationship, you almost get caught up or not tricked, but you have to remember that things are changing and you have to evolve because you can be mad at your partner for not being the person that they were when you were 19, but of course they're not the person that they were when you were, you know what I mean? And so it's almost like, damn, I fell in love with you because it is, like that happens to people and they fall out of, like I fell in love with you because it is, like now that looks like this.
Yeah.
And so, so it's really about loving the core of a person and really, because the rest of the stuff is going to blow, like it's going to move. But yes, so we've been together for a really long time. My husband hates confrontation. Avoidance is his thing. He is the king of you hungry. Like, he gonna feed me out of an argument every motherfucking time.
Yep.
Like, he figured out that's what works best. Like, he will buy gifts. He will do everything except talk about the problem. Like,
I feel you. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it definitely matters to him that we are in bliss. Like, he's a really great person. Tries really hard. We're like yin and yang, though. We're definitely a yin and yang couple. Because some people are just alike, and it works for them. But we're yin and yang. So, like, woo, some days we be on two different planets and the shit don't add up. And that's been since day one. We've always been like that. But we make it work. We definitely make it work. It's a lot of communication skills that go into it. It's a lot of being patient with each other. There are certain there was seasons where I was very patient with him. There are seasons that he's been very patient with me. And then there's seasons that neither one of us was patient with each other. Okay, and fireworks was flying. But yeah, we're definitely learned how to adult together for sure.
Okay.
So that's our dynamic. Does that matter? I don't know. Was that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very good.
DJ.
So me and my husband been together for a long time. We've been together 17 years total. We've been married for 7. So we got together right after we graduated high school, like that summer. Like, I was curving him all through high school, and then he finally caught me, right?
Persistence.
We have literally, it's been no breaks. We've been together the whole time.
Wow.
Really?
It's literally been no breaks. It's never been we wasn't together for that many months. Yes, we was. We was always together.
Period. Okay.
Period.
When I describe us, to me it's funny. I describe us as Angela and Marcus. From Tyler Perry.
The fact that she describes it is insane and out of order, but I agree.
I was about to say it's accurate. At least they know themselves.
It's accurate as fuck. The fact that she knows it is insane.
It is like
it's accurate.
We will sit there and be arguing.
Have
and
you ever
be
told him
mad. Yeah,
that's fine.
We've watched it and been like,
that's y'all.
Damn, yeah, that's for sure us.
I'm
about
to go watch that tonight. Let me go do research on my bitch.
That's us.
That shit funny.
That shit funny as hell.
But see, we go back and forth, but we the complete opposite. I don't like conflict. I don't like to take stuff head on, and he do. I want to go be in my own space. Leave me alone. He want to talk about it right then and there. It's always, when we get into it, it's always it's like this. It takes a minute for us to get back on the same page. Eventually we do,
How? Well, I guess we'll talk about it later, huh?
Well, eventually. It take a minute for sure.
Yeah.
It take a minute.
Yeah.
But we get there.
Well, good. As long as y'all get there.
Yeah.
As long as they get there. Okay,
long as
child?
they get there.
We get there.
I think that's what people don't realize either. Long as you get there.
Long as you get there. Long as y'all get
it
there
ain't
and
gonna
y'all
happen
both
overnight.
still there.
Yep.
Shit, y'all made it through.
Right. Missy, tell us about your partner and your dynamic.
So we the baby relationship of this group. Me and Jay met in 2019, so it's going on 5 years. We've been married going on 2. Yeah. So we've been married 1.5 years.
Okay.
We both like that's my homie. Like I don't know how else to describe it. He definitely, you know how you was like you hungry. Jay is he gonna roll up. Yeah, that's what he gonna do. We about to, you know. So that's what we do. That's us all day. So yeah, and Jay is he's very dependable, very consistent.
Amen.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
beautiful,
homebody,
man.
so it's like predictable in a good way because we have a great time together. But like predictable in a good way, like you know, you just learn this pattern. Yeah, you learn his patterns and yeah. So like very much a man's man. You know what I'm saying? He's such a do-gooder. Like you know what I'm saying? Which makes it hard when I have to challenge him because it's like. You know, like the good kid in class, when you kind of got to get on them, it's like, oh, I hate doing this to you because I know, you know, I'm very blessed and fortunate to know that my husband gives me 100% effort every day. I appreciate the fuck out of that. But shit, sometimes, look.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but the only thing is he's very non-confrontational.
Okay.
So he will sit mute before he go back and forth type thing. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, and soon when you challenge him, it's like, what did I do? No, so now it's my fault. That's him all day. So it's just like, that's what makes it challenging because I don't have a problem with confrontation. I'm a lawyer. My career is confrontation. And so I don't have a problem with like disagreements and you know, having to strategize and problem solve and shit like that. So I'm going right at it. Him, on the other hand, it's a little more difficult for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's more introvert. He more chill. He don't like all that. You know what I mean? And so that mute shit sends me, baby. Like, I'm talking to you. You not hearing me ask you questions. What you want me to say? That's him all day. Like, you don't see me talking to you. You don't hear me talking to you. And what you want me to say? You right, Isha. You right. No.
Yeah.
Engage.
Give
me more than that. Engage.
I don't want to be right. It's not even about.
Yeah. But like I said, he's not a confrontational person, introvert. And then I think confrontation, like if it feels heated or if he feels attacked, he's more of like a shutdown. He kind of freezes up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like it take him a minute to find his words, and I'm just. You know, it flow for me. Off the dome, baby. I'm freestyling. Like, he like, hilarious. Girl, that's why he be like, what the fuck you want me to say? Like, you got it all figured out. What you want me to say? You know? So that's what makes it challenging when we had disagreements because we yin and yang in that space. Very much so.
Okay. I love that. It's still a beautiful relationship. So beautiful.
Okay. He's so nice, though. I just be giving in. I be having not to do that shit. You know how when you yell at your good kid and then you be like, fuck it, take the popsicle. Fuck it.
Yep. Irritated.
It's like whatever.
Okay. All right, so take a minute, think about a time where you've had to challenge your partner. Yeah, I got one. I don't got one yet.
I got one.
Oh, you go first.
I was about to say, girl, yeah.
I got one. So
I'm trying to choose one.
Right. Which one I'm gonna talk about?
Yeah.
Right.
So love my in-laws, right? Love them to death. You know, we don't fight. Like I'm not going around cussing out my mother-in-law and all of this, and I'm not. However, my husband he loves his mama. He started off as a big mama's boy. It is what it is, you know. So, at one point, she lived with us, and when I tell you, he was great during that time. He was in heaven. He had me, he had his mama, and we had the dogs.
Oh yeah,
it was cool. His mama was cooking all the time, and just all of this, and he was just so great. And I'm like, this is great. Not like. Sarcasm. Not really. Not at all. I'm sitting there on pins and needles.
Yeah.
Because now and we weren't even married at this point. Like we was still, I ain't gonna say young, but you know, we wasn't married yet. So I'm walking on eggshells because even though, mind you in my house, you know, I'm still the girlfriend that's always gonna be your son, you his mama, right?
Mm-hmm.
It got to a point where sides had to be taken.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just you have to stand up to your mom.
Mm.
She probably gonna hear this. I love you, but you know, because she does listen to the show.
Period.
Love you, but
Shout out to Miss Kim.
Hey, Miss Kim.
'Cause she
Hey,
get-
listen, I ain't got
Love
nothing.
you.
I ain't got nothing to do.
Okay, listen, y'all.
Cause when I hit you up, ask you for something.
Miss Kim is a golden girl.
Okay.
Okay, don't you ever get it
That's what I'm
twisted.
like, Miss
don't
Kim.
get it twisted.
She is a part of the crew, baby.
Yes,
Don't
she
you ever get it
is.
twisted,
Yes,
but
she is.
This is a brave space.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it got to a point where I think we was together at that point like 8 years going, something like that.
Mhm.
So it gets to the point where boundaries have to be drawn and you have to say, okay, you can't just come in here, do what you want, say what you want. Just, you know, you can't do that.
Mhm.
So we ended up, I talked to him about it and I'm like, listen, I love y'all, but I'm up to here with both you and your mama.
Mhm.
All day, ma, yeah, 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 and they all day.
Yo.
All fucking day. I'm like, something has to give. You
Yeah.
have to start drawing boundaries with your mom.
Yeah.
And he just went off the deep end. Like that was just why would you say that? Like we got into it big
Ooh.
about that because he felt like he was. And I'm like, you're not. Like you, okay, was honestly when she moved in, I wasn't asked because she moved in. She just kind of, I was told like a week or two before that she was coming. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
I do.
Yep.
And you know, great. I would have never said no, but could you at least talk to me about it? Like,
Right.
is this not my house too?
Right.
You know what I mean?
So how did y'all? How did you work through it?
So we ended up, and honestly, I don't think. I don't know. I don't know if it's because of what I said, but I know between him and his mom, it ended up getting to a point where he just couldn't take it no more. You know, and that was when, you know, we had a whole family meeting. At one point I had to step away because it was between them after a certain point. And I had to, you know, I'll be back later and let y'all work that through. She ended up moving out.
That's tough.
She ended up moving out and it's been great. You know,
DJ.
It's been great. Healthy boundaries with your parents is
Yeah.
absolutely a necessity.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna feel like I'm second to your mama.
No.
I'm not gonna do that.
Unfortunately.
And I felt like that for
We
a
love-
long
yeah.
time. I like just honestly, I felt like that for a long time.
Yeah.
To say
Yeah.
something to him
Okay.
about his mama.
So he heard
was-
you. He heard
Yeah.
you. Even though
did.
Even though, you know, his initial reaction was to fly off the handle.
He heard you.
Everybody has to process, you know,
He
he
did.
heard you. He
And
definitely
sometimes
did.
it takes for you to say something about something for people to even pick up on it.
Yeah. And
Because
then
in
after
his
that-
mind,
yeah.
he was doing that already. And then you kind of brought it to his attention like, not really, you ain't standing on business.
Yeah.
Like,
And
you
then,
know,
And then
so-
things start popping up and he's like, dang.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
right.
Maybe, you know, that's yeah.
You the
Right.
one putting that shit in her son's
I
head.
get how close they are and how hard that is. How hard it is to separate himself
Mhm.
from his mama and create them boundaries. I understand how hard that is. So
Yeah.
it was a process. But that was literally step one of him drawing a line in the sand and saying, all right, this is our house. You're a guest.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
Well, shout out to him for doing that.
Okay,
Shout out to him for doing
period.
that.
yeah.
Period.
That's, you know, that's hard. That's
It
hard.
was hard.
That's hard.
And I felt so awkward. He was like, family meeting. And I'm just sitting down there like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Listen.
But I had to stand on what I said.
Child, I'm about to call a family meeting tomorrow.
And that was
I
that
was
was
about
so
to say,
hard.
damn, what happened? If Jay got up and said family meeting one day, I'd be like, oh shit.
Listen.
I ain't never heard that in my life. I thought that was some TV
That's
shit.
some
I was
white
gonna
people
say
shit.
The white kids on Disney do it all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, oh, we having a family meeting.
But you know
that's-
what? Maybe that's a skill. We should be listening to the white kids on
I
TV.
mean, you
about
know, you
some
got to be
stuff.
careful though, because on Baddies, a family meeting, you know what that means.
Well,
So-
we ain't baddies. I mean, you know,
Shit.
baddies, but you know,
Shit.
everybody in the house ain't a baddie. You ain't finna be with other baddies.
True,
Whooping their ass.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, y'all some baddies for sure.
It's probably one baddie per house.
Fair.
Maybe two. You know, a mini me and a big one or something.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Okay, DJ, thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was good. Okay, so Missy, tell us about a time with you that you had to challenge your partner.
Yeah. So that's why I was saying I was proud of myself earlier, because I had to challenge my partner today and I didn't want to, but it's just like I had to.
Yeah.
Pretty much as you know, me and my husband, he has 2 children. So I got 2 stepkids, as y'all know. And so that means we're co-parenting with my kids' mom. Shit, my baby mama, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. So the thing is that I am a person who likes to know things ahead of time because I like to be prepared. You know, and then it's very important because the way the schedule is that because they live like 3 hours away. The way the schedule is that they come, you know, breaks, holidays, such. So I like to be prepared, you know, make sure it's enough groceries. Me and Jay both go into work every day. So we got to make sure the babysitting situation is together while also, you know, just, you know, making sure they got new clothes, new shoes.
Yeah.
Kennedy growing like a weed.
Yeah.
Like, feet big as hell. Why that girl feet so big? You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff. And so the problem is that my husband love him to death. Him and his baby mama do not communicate well. And then it causes chaos for me because now I'm scrambling trying to get stuff done. And I feel like that slights the kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just be honest. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I know, like, okay, we know what day they getting out of school. Are they coming the day they get out of school? Are they coming 2 weeks after they get out of school?
Yeah.
Are they coming? You know what I'm saying? Are they coming for the whole summer? Are they coming for, you know what I mean? Like things we need to know so we can plan ahead.
Right.
And so I've, you know, you asked for this, you suggested, you said nicely, and people, you know, yeah. But they keep, you know, just last minute. I don't know that they coming until the day before, 2 days before. They got it's 2 heads that need to be done, outfits that need to be bought, their rooms clean. You know, just all of this stuff. Just prepare to have kids in the house because otherwise, me and Jay don't have kids that live with us 24/7.
right.
So it has to be, you know, we'll live off.
Gotta be child
Yeah,
proof.
we'll have a box of noodles and some ground beef in the freezer, and we'll be all right.
Yeah.
When the kids is there, it got to be stocked. They like to snack. They got to eat. They want to snack. They got to have breakfast. They got to have,
Because they hungry all day.
Got to have fruit. Got to have, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Fruit snacks,
And we don't
all
get
that.
no bridge card, nothing. This is real money going on real groceries. These are
Yes.
things that I need to know. And so I just got tired of saying that. So I had to like poke my chest out a little bit today. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to do it because, like I said, my husband really like he tries hard. He tries hard with his kids. He tries hard with me. Like he does a great job. So when I have to, I feel like I felt like I was being mean, but at the same time, it's like I feel like I'm being ignored.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I'm saying the same thing over and over, and it's not happening, it's not adjusting, and it's like, you know, I understand this is our co-parent, but this is our household, and I am married to you. You are my husband. I expect you to manage this because you know what it does to our household when we don't.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's your responsibility.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you know, he does a lot. He does a great job. And so the thought of asking more on top of that taps into my traumas a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the same time, this is what needs to happen in order for the household to be efficient and for the kids to just have what they need. They deserve it. Like, you know.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he's a great father. He's a great husband. I'm just asking you to be a little bit better.
Period. Period.
Yeah.
And that sucks. But it be like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It be like that.
And so, yeah, it was a conversation we had to have, but it was just like,
It be
once
like
again,
that.
very curt.
Yeah.
Very, you know,
Full sentence period.
Yeah, full
Yep.
sentence period.
Yep.
Like, but
That's what it is.
yeah, it's hard, but I think we got through it productively ultimately. But
how did he feel about it, or how did he react, or what was his?
So initially, it was just like, well, I think sometimes he feel powerless in the situation, and so he like, that's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else am I supposed to do when she say they coming for the? You know, we gotta. And it's like, I feel like you got more control than that. I feel like you are a better leader than that.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm asking you something that you're not capable of doing, because you do well at leading this household.
I've seen you do it.
Yeah. It's just this situation you're
I've
choosing
seen you
to
do
avoid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know you probably got past trauma with this person in particular. Y'all was in a whole relationship, had 2 kids together, didn't work out. So I know that there's probably some trauma there.
Yeah.
I feel it. However,
Okay.
I don't give a fuck. Get over it.
Right. Shit still gotta move.
Shit still got to get done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's trauma, address the trauma. You know, there are tools for that.
Yeah.
But shit got to, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to be, I ain't trying to be inconsiderate or nothing like that. Like,
Yeah.
I just have higher standards for grown people raising children.
Yeah. Agreed.
That fly by the mill shit, like, the thing is, we don't have to live like that. There are people who have to live like that.
Yeah.
We don't.
Agreed.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's not. Like, come on now.
Yeah. And you worked really hard to not live like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm
then
saying?
how I
Like,
get all the way here.
we do well enough for them to get everything that they need, but we not rich enough to do it last minute at the drop of a dime.
Yes.
Right.
But we have enough for them to have everything they need on time.
Yep.
They can walk into it.
Yep.
It just gotta be, like
Agreed.
this could be a lot easier. Like,
agree.
So it's that type of thing.
Okay.
Because then you call in the latchkeys, everything full.
Yep.
Then you know what I'm saying? Then you gotta make adjustments to your work schedule to drop them off and pick them up from whatever camping is at in the third. And these are, it's hard to do when he go to work in Flint every day or wherever he working, and I gotta go into work every day. If we know ahead of time, they could have been enrolled in the camp.
Yeah.
It could have already been paid for. They got their spot. Boom, boom, boom.
T-shirts ready.
Yeah,
boom.
wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
That's all I
feel
ask. And it drives me crazy. The chaos
drive
drives
you
me
nuts.
crazy. Like,
I feel that. Okay.
What about you? Did you pick yours yet?
I think it's just the same. It's just a consistent one, child. I'm just trying to think about a specific situation, but pretty much, my husband, absolutely love him. Right? He's amazing. He really is. He is a provider. He is a provider down to his bones, child. He is so much of a provider that he doesn't realize that other things are required in relationships than just providing. Right. Like, and he does, but he really believes if he provides strong enough that he can.
He ain't gotta do all the other stuff.
Because what are you worried about? Right.
And I'd be like, and it's not a cheat code. And I mean, I hate to say this, but I'm gonna blame him. Like, he knew who I was day zero, just like I knew who he,
Yep.
And so one of the things that he's attracted to me is that I don't need him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and so it really gives him, I don't know, some man juices or whatever to not need him, but want him, but him to create spaces for me that even though I don't need him, he's there, like financially, which is a blessing, right? I'm never gonna hold y'all up, baby. Let me never hold you up. Yeah, it's a blessing. Other side of it is we're not rich. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like that. But he definitely takes care of home and makes sure that I'm good. But, however,
right,
using my Missy transition today,
right.
I'm a bad bitch professionally in my own space. And that's just what it is.
Period.
And I was that before he met me. I was that after he knew that this was coming. Like, there was no, this was
always the game plan.
Always the game plan. So, not saying that, I don't appreciate you or love you to pieces, but my vision of who a partner is for my space has to be more than that because that I can do, and maybe I can't do as much when it's both coming in, but I'll be okay. Like, that part I'm good. I'm not good, but I'm good. Let me line. I'm good. I might not be fantastically, perfectly rich and amazing, but I'm good. I'm definitely living rich auntie lifestyle.
Right. Okay.
But, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
I'm doing a little something.
Rich.
Okay.
I'm rich auntie.
Listen,
right.
Auntie comes through every time for man. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now.
Like,
she sure do.
Just a little bit. And so so I have to challenge him because he wants, to be honest, the bare minimum requirements to just provide. But he is in love and gets infatuated and gets excited and is pleased with a woman that is way more than that. No shade. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's not a dig to the women who are 100% financially provided by a man. Like, that's not 100% a dig to it. But he wants this complex level of thing. Like, he learned who I was a long time ago.
Yeah, he wants this type of woman, but
he wants a professional woman. He wants a woman that's in those spaces. He wants a leader. He wants somebody that makes moves. He wants somebody,
a bad bitch, a boss bitch.
Right.
He like boss bitches.
He do.
Right.
But he wants them to, like,
but boss bitches, you gotta
you gotta take what comes with them.
You gotta bring more,
you gotta bring more to the table.
So, so my challenge with him, it's not even a specific time. Like, there's been times over the years of this warping into who we are as adults where I've had to challenge him different times in different spaces. I would say, and I don't want to talk about this because I feel like I talk about this all the time, but he had a stroke some years back, and that was probably the biggest challenge that we had with him. But even outside of that, like, my career requires a lot of mental space. Like, I am a therapist. I'm also I create programs for organizations, school district, all that type of stuff. But right now I'm currently at Detroit Public Schools Community District, and I'm, like, running some of the biggest school-led district-wide programs in the state, like, point blank period. Like, I'm developing an equity department for that district, which is a big deal. Like, low-key is a very big deal,
It ain't low-key, high-key,
a big deal.
High-key, big deal.
Because DPS is...
Well, it's the biggest school district in the state, for sure. We got 110 schools, and so about 50 to 60,000 kids. Damn. We got about 10,000 employees, and I'm responsible for one of three people who are responsible for making sure that they're all doing the shit they're supposed to do, and we're providing equitable education to kids. So for me, that's a whole different thing. I didn't mean to get that deep into the details of it, but long story short, it requires a lot of mental space for me. A lot of the same things that his work requires for him. All right, because my husband, he throws very large events, very large festivals. He's been doing it consistently for at least the whole 15 years that we've been together. I went to his first party 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And now he's, like, putting on huge festivals, huge events. He is fully funding and taking care of himself off of his entrepreneurship. And it's a beautiful blessing or whatever. He leads multiple teams. Like, he has teams of hundreds of people sometimes, teams of 30 people sometimes, teams of 3, like all of that. So we both require a lot of things. And I think that for him, he's like, well, if I just make enough money, I don't have to worry about how the household runs. I don't have to worry about what our parents need. I don't have to worry about what our families need. I don't have to worry, I can just kind of dip out of that if I bring enough money home. Like, so if there's an issue that I express, he'll just go to work and work hard and will physically come home with money for me to count. And I'm like, yeah, but that ain't what I asked you for.
Like, that was not the problem.
I asked you for this. I asked, and sometimes the solution is, okay, well, I brought this so you can hire a maid or hire somebody else to do this. Or you said you was tired and didn't feel like cleaning up. Hire the cleaning lady. Cool. Sometime. Other times, I really need you to sit down and talk this through with me. I really need you to help me coordinate the flood in our basement.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? I really need
Yes.
you to help me coordinate what is going on in this situation or that. And or I really just need you here. I need to talk to you.
Yeah, you
Hell,
need your
I'm
teammate.
stressed the
Right.
fuck out. I really just need to feel like a baby. I need somebody to, I need you to not be at work 24/7. Stuff like that. So, his identity is, and this is so much longer than I wanted it to be, but his identity is definitely connected in being a provider type of man. Like, and so for him, that is just what he was told as a child. Like, I have to do that. That's his own traumas, his own everything. And so it really creates issues, because when I say something, it feels like I'm almost dismissing that. Which is dismissing his identity. And he really struggles, because then it's like, am I not being the husband? You know what I mean? Like, the whole thing is wrapped into it. And it's like, no, I'm not saying that like, it's not that. I really love you and I really appreciate that. But I need more than that. Like, I have to challenge him to dig into his feelings and hate that shit. I have to challenge him to find more to the situation than just fixing it with, throwing a couple dollars at it or throwing something at it. Like, I need, you got to be present. You got to be around. You got to be in tune to how people are feeling in this house.
Engaged.
How people,
Yes.
Yep. And he struggles with that. So I have been, over the years, to be honest, like, slowly challenging little things in relation to that. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I will say, though, like, just from what I learned from it is, like, it has to be little steps. You know what I mean? It has to be steps. And for me, I'm an assessor. I'm an evaluator. Like, I'm always evaluating the progress of it. So for me, I'm like, that's not big enough. But I have to step back and really take on the little things of it, if that makes sense. Like, yeah. Like, a quick example is that he has parties and all type of stuff going on the weekends, sometimes till like 6 a.m., 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, legit. So I expressed, like, I'm sorry, but you're just not going to be able to do that all the time. Like, it's just not going to happen. So for him, he like, okay. So he came home so proud. Like, okay, listen, I worked it out. I put somebody else in a position. I told him this. I taught them this. Now I'll be home by 4. And I'm like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to finish it, because everybody,
you just like,
taking it to, like.
But then when you
because
do
I'm still
that,
gonna be asleep. Before I'm gonna be asleep. But
if you complain about that, is it now like? Because I feel like
you're almost ungrateful.
Am I ungrateful for just? I should appreciate that, even though I won't. I need better than that.
Yeah, so my initial reaction was like, I literally said out loud, I was like, well, you could just stay. Like, at that point, I don't even. And he was like, he was pressed, like, no. I already worked it out. I'm gonna be coming home earlier. I'm gonna da-da-da-da. And like, I'm like, okay. And let me be very, very clear, because people make 1,000 assumptions, right? Like, this has been his job
absolutely
for the past 15 years. Like, this is what we do. Don't think too hard into it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But like, this is his work day. Like, he starts at 8 and you know what I'm saying, PM. Like, this is how it works. But excuse me. So yeah. Just so I'm trying to decide, like, how do I deal with that? What do I do with that? Right. Do I say thank you? And I had to check myself, like, okay, good. But I'm just put a little bit more work into it after I come back from Cancun.
After the vacation. Just after the vacation.
Because the other side of it is go on vacation, bitch.
Go on vacation.
Period.
Take a break. Don't even think about it. It'll be there.
I think we got time for one more question in the Fantastic Four. So we just talked about how, like, the basis of our relationships, and times we've had to challenge our partners, and kind of delved into that. So what was the outcome? Like, like how did this wrap up for y'all? Like, I guess you told us about your mother-in-law. She ended up moving out. So Corn stood on business.
Yeah.
Period, Corn. So like
it baby steps. Baby step. Change is definitely there. The biggest part is you have to be able to acknowledge and see that your partner is acknowledging what you need enough and making the change, right? I'm asking him to change something that he is absolutely talented about and he'd love more than, I'm not more than me, but pretty close second. Like, it's his passion, it's his thing. He's amazing at it. So, just like his mom, he loves her. Like, and his children, he loves them. We asking him about some very, very important pieces of their identity change. So it's just baby steps. Like, but I mean, I wouldn't be here after 15 years if the shit didn't change. Trust
That's
me.
true.
You know what I'm saying? So I do appreciate all the effort and stuff that he's put into. Like, I could ask for more, but I'm sure there's things about me too that he would love to ask for more about.
Yeah.
So
for me, like I said, basically this conversation is super fresh. I mean, it's not really super fresh, but the last conversation we had is fresh. But, I just had to be transparent and explain to him, like, when I feel unprepared for the kids, it just makes me feel like I'm disappointing them. You know what I'm saying? And although that's not, the kids ain't saying they disappointed or whatever, or nothing like that. It's just like I like to be prepared so they can have, and it's the summer. Like, it's supposed to be lit.
Yeah.
Right.
I would like to have a trip planned. I would like to have, X, Y, and Z done. Like, cute, hair cute, outfits cute. Like, if they're going to go to camp, they can shut the camp down. That's what I want for the kids. So, I had to explain that to him. Like, I just get mad because we're fully capable of doing that. But the lack of communication is, the kids are missing out because of that. Yeah. And it's, to me, the thing I have to realize is, to me, I feel like that's a very easy thing to fix. But that's a lot of assumptions on my part. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we talking about a person who's a little more introverted, does not like to be in confrontation and stuff like that. And so I'm saying it's easy because I'm very direct. Yeah. He's not necessarily that person. So, I got to be more patient with the fact that, it might be a little harder for him, but shit, you still gotta do it. I mean,
it is what it is.
So,
you want to be with a bad bitch? This is what it is.
This is what it is.
Bad bitches communicate.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So really quick, what's 4 things to consider when challenging a partner?
Just because it's it's simple for you, don't mean it's simple for them. I think it's helpful to kind of run through the conversation a little bit before you have it, just so you can go into the conversation with intention instead of just speaking emotionally and saying things you gotta apologize for. That's not productive. Let it go. Don't let it linger forever. And also, one argument at a time. Arguing about the whole relationship and one argument, nothing gets solved. It makes the problem seem too big. Like, so one argument at a time or one challenging thing at a time.
That's a good one.
Okay.
DJ, what you got?
Listen. Actually listen to them. Actively listen to them. Don't just sit on stuff. Bring it up immediately. So if it bothers you, say it right then and there, which I need to work on that. Don't hold grudges about it. If you go let it go and forgive each other, once you say you forgive each other, do not keep bringing that back up.
Yeah.
Move on. And I would say if you've had some kind of confrontation, give each other a hug.
Yeah.
Like, and try to end it on a good note. Show some kind of
back into it.
Show some kind of affection, a hug, a kiss, a little corny and something just to kind of bring the mood back up.
Yeah, don't leave a bad taste. Don't let it stay bitter.
Yeah.
Give it a little sugar.
Okay.
What's your tips?
Okay, so I got sandwiching, even though that's something that like
it's a good one though.
In HR, but like it's a real thing. Like sandwich things, good, bad, good. Like you know what I mean. Present, like, definitely bring up and praise some wonderful things, and then slide your little negative thing in there, and then bring up some more praising, and then stand on what you said, make it a period, but slide. I
hate when people sandwich me.
I hate when people sandwich me too.
And I know when I'm being sandwiched.
I do too.
I cannot stand that
I
shit.
hate it too, but it works. Okay, know yourself, right? So take a minute if you need to, or talk about it directly. Because I had to learn in certain situations, I want to talk about it directly. Other times, I probably should have took a minute. You know what I mean? So, like, really know yourself, know the situations, learn yourself, learn what your gut feeling is. If you need to take a minute, it doesn't matter. If y'all finna be together forever, then take a minute. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. The other one is to try to put yourself in their shoes, period. Like, try to really put yourself in their shoes. Take yourself out of you and really put yourself in their shoes. Think about what perspective they may be coming from. And then the fourth is accept and admit when you are wrong. Accept it. There's been times that plain out of my face, he'd be like, no, it was this and this and this. And then everything clicks. But my ego is too big.
Because I'm already
too
deep.
And I will not
I'm
admit
standing
it.
on that shit.
I will not admit that I'm wrong. And be wrong than the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Be wrong, okay?
Sure
and
do.
you know you're wrong in the back of your head. No.
It don't matter now.
Accept it. And admit it. And apologize if you need to,
Yep.
child. The 3 A's. Accept, admit, and apologize if you can.
Yep.
Now, listen, I ain't saying I do that, but I'm saying you should do it.
Right.
But thank y'all so much for joining us. We thought it was really important just to have this conversation. We hope that you learned a little bit. Like, we're not experts, but we think from our experiences, hopefully you can take a little bit from it. We definitely took some things from each other. But yeah, thank y'all for joining Golden Girls. Missy.
All right.
Get us on out of here.
Yep. Thank you so much for joining the Surviving Superwoman show. We were so lucky to have you listening with us today. It's your girl, Missy. I love y'all. Who's across the table from me?
It is your girl, Des.
And who I got to my left.
What's up, y'all? It's DJ.
All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you, and thank you so much for being a friend.
And you can always catch us on goldengirlsgroup.org, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere that you check out podcasts. Love you. Bye.
Peace out.